Many countries have started vaccination rollout campaigns. The process might take a little longer in India. An expert panel backed by India's drug controller has now sought more data from the leading vaccine candidates Pfizer, BioNTech and AstraZeneca before granting emergency use approval. The panel, during its meeting on Wednesday, analyzed the data provided by AstraZeneca and Bharat Biotech. The panel will reconvene on the 1st of January to consider the approval process. The Serum Institute of India had applied for emergency use authorization for the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, which was granted approval in the UK on Wednesday, while Bharat Biotech had sought the nod for India's indigenous vaccine named Covaxin. Meanwhile, the All India Institute of Medical Sciences Director Randeep Guleria has said that they have data from AstraZeneca vaccine and that it will get approval from India's drug regulator within days. Listen in. We'll get to that reaction in a bit. Now, India, which has the world's second highest number of COVID-19 infections after the United States, plans to inoculate 300 million people in the next 6 to 8 months. And the affordable Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine is its biggest hope, though the Indian government has not yet signed a purchase agreement with the Serum Institute of India. The world's largest vaccine maker has already produced around 50 million doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca shot and plans to scale it up to 100 million by March next year. On Wednesday, UK approved the Oxford University AstraZeneca vaccine for human use, the second coronavirus vaccine to be cleared for rollout in Britain after the Pfizer-BioNTech jabs. It is also cheap, easy to store and mass produce. In an ongoing early-stage trial, Bharat Biotech's vaccine candidate Covaxin showed it was safe and triggered immune response and is currently part of the late-stage trial in India. And our correspondent Siddhant Sibal has been tracking all those developments, sent us this report on India's preparations for the vaccination drive. Listen in.
Well, I'm standing in Delhi's first COVID vaccination center. This is the place whenever India gives a go-ahead to the vaccines, people are going to come here. And this is the first one. The models will be created thousands across this city, and there are 3 rooms in this vaccination center: the waiting room, the vaccination room and the observation room. So let's take a look at the various rooms. So this is the first room where the person will enter, and this is the waiting room where people will come and they will be registered. You can see there are people sitting on the table, on the desk, and they will be taking down, jotting down the names, your identification, who you are. We know that India is prioritizing when it comes to vaccine in 3 different levels. First, of course, is the vaccination for the healthcare workers, then the frontline workers, and then lastly it is the elderlies. These are the 3 priority groups in the first phase, it is believed, and this is the place where people will be taking down the names of the people who will be registered. All the COVID protocols being followed here, like the mask, sanitizer and other different things. And this is the room where the vaccination will take place, the COVID vaccination room. It has, of course, a refrigerator, and this will be almost a 5 to 10 minutes period where the vaccination will take place. We know that the body which will give a go-ahead is going to meet on 1st of January, and it is expected that it will give approval to the vaccines. And this is the last room, the observation room, where people will come and they will wait for 30 minutes to be observed to make sure that there are no allergies perhaps or reactions to the vaccine, because we know that this could also be a possibility. In fact, there will be an ambulance waiting outside, that just in case someone shows any reaction, the person can be taken directly to the hospital. But by and large, it will be almost 1 hour or perhaps around 1 hour period in which the entire vaccination process will take place, and then you're free to go. We know that a lot of people are waiting for the vaccine, even as 2020 was the year that changed the world forever due to the COVID pandemic. with video journalist Chandrasekhar Siddhan Sibbal for WION in New Delhi.